Blessings to all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to Blazing TV. If it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe at the end of this video. So when the next video is uploaded, you will receive it. Thank you. People, listen this
and I'm not even talking
video.
about Kirby, but people is wicked. For y'all to come on here and disrespect me and disrespect my family, and y'all don't know, y'all have no idea what I've been through. Even a piece. Not even a piece of what I've been through. I was molested as a child. I confided in somebody about it, which is Kirby. I told her, I said, listen, I've been through a lot, and I just want to know that you're here for me. I told her I was molested as a child from a male family member. And she took that and she used it as ammunition. We had an argument. She told me that I'm a faggot. She told me that my mother allowed somebody to molest me for 4 years. She threw all of that in my face. Yes, I'm not perfect, but I tried my best not to entertain the insults. I tried my best not to entertain the war and the argument and the confrontation. But I'm telling you this right now. Any man that has been in Kirby's life will be able to tell you that she strives off of confrontation. If she's willing to be honest with you people, because y'all don't know who Kirby is. Y'all know her as Majah Hype's fiance. Okay? I gave you 9 years of my personality. I gave you 9 years of who I've been and what I've been going through. I gave you 9 years of my life. You know Kirby because I introduced the world to her. I made it known that this was my wife. I've never put up a woman on my Instagram. I made it known. So for you people to come on here and second guess my love for Kirby, for you people to come on here and judge what I've done in my relationship, the nerve of you people. And y'all need to check yourself, because everybody go through situations. And that's why I come on here and I motivate people. That's why I play music. That's why I encourage people, because I know a lot of us may not want to talk about the things that we've been through, and it's easier to laugh at somebody else's issues when we're trying to hide our own. Molestation is not a joke. And I wanted to have this conversation with my kids and my family before I did it, but we're here now. For you to confide into somebody, and that's what they do. And I have a lot of screenshots and a lot of texts that I'm gonna read out and I'm gonna show you. Okay? I encouraged Kirby. I motivated her. I wanted her to be the best she can be. I started working on a website for her boutique, because she wanted to sell swimsuits. I brought her to the forefront. I put her on my Instagram. I let the world know that this is my wife. I encouraged her. I told her that she has a beautiful spirit. That's why she started doing lives last week. When she did her makeup tutorial and there was 20 people on it, I said, I need to encourage my girl. I need to support her. I went and got the Mitzi outfit. And I joined her live, and I added my live, and I knew that would bring her followers. She went from 3,000 followers to 14,000 in 4 days. Okay? She called her Wednesday Women's Wednesday. Now, I always knew that Kirby had some kind of loving or liking for women. And like I said, I'm putting it all out here because I don't want to come back on here and respond to anybody or anything. Every argument, every serious argument that me and Kirby had was because of another woman. And not on my behalf either. From the day I met Kirby up until 2 weeks ago, I never interacted with another woman in that whole situation. I interacted as far as conversation, yes. Flirting, yes. But sexually, because I knew what I wanted. Now, about this sex tape. Deep in Kirby's heart, and I'm looking you dead in your eyes, Kirby, because I know you got your little scum team watching. But deep in my heart, I know that you released that. You released it. This is Kirby's old phone right here. This is her old phone. I did break her phone. Yes, I did. I broke it. You know why I broke it? Because let me get to this part of it. Last week, I went to Fort Lauderdale to do a show. A friend of mine said that she wanted to come to the show. I bought her a ticket. She came to the show. But I knew that this girl was just a friend. But I knew that Kirby was so on my body about having other women around and so insecure about me talking to other women that I knew that if I was to tell her that a female friend of mine wanted to come to Fort Lauderdale to the show, that she wouldn't like that. We went to the show. I came back home. Me and this girl did nothing. When I came back, Kirby told me that we need to talk. Now, I would put my head on the block for Kirby. She lived with me, so I didn't ever think that she would still be communicating with anybody or she would be doing anything with anybody. So I put my head on the block. People was always asking me, like, you think she's faithful? Like, what? Nobody couldn't tell me that she wasn't faithful. So I never had a reason to go through Kirby's phone. I never had a reason to check and I know what that brings also, so I never wanted to check her phone. When I got back from Fort Lauderdale, she hacked into my computer, found my password, and she was looking through my texts. Now, if you have an Apple phone and an Apple computer, you know that your accounts is on the same. So she went and started looking through my texts. She saw me talking to women. She saw me flirting with women. She swore up and down that I was having sex with these people, but I actually wasn't. And like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and play like I'm a saint. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. After the conversation that me and Kirby had, where she threw my molestation in my face, when she threw me having a smaller penis than the man that she was with before, and all of these things that she was saying. You see, an argument is an argument, and we could throw insults at each other, but when you take the things that was confided in you and throw it in their face is a different level. But from the time she did that, that's when I started really saying, you know what? I'm vulnerable. My self-esteem is low. She made me feel away. So I started talking to other people, but not just speaking, just conversing and flirting and whatever. So she confronted me with it, and she was disappointed in me, and I was disappointed in myself. I was ashamed. I felt like I was weak. I let my family down, and I'm big on setting examples for my kids, and I didn't want that to be one of the examples that I would set for them. So I begged her for her forgiveness. I told her that, you know, I'm ashamed of myself, and I begged her for my forgiveness, and I said, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I was flirting with these people, and I did have a sexual experience with one of the people. I did. And it made me feel so bad. But it wasn't actual sex. It was oral sex. And I felt so bad about that. And I tried for the last, well, this happened, I think it was last week I was in Fort Lauderdale. And this happened, and I got back home, I think, on Sunday. And Monday, Tuesday, I was just trying my best to prove to her that, you know, I'm taking accountability, and I'm so sorry, and, you know, I didn't want that for us, and, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And she was really hard on me about it, which I expected. I expected her to be hard, and I was ready for whatever the consequences were. At the same time, I thought to myself, why does this girl always have the need to check my stuff? Why does she always have the need to go through my things? If I go out to a party and I'm with, say, DJ Young Chow, or I'm with Steely Bashman, she has to go on their story to see what I'm doing, because she know I'm not going to post anything crazy. And I just was wondering why. Why does she have to go so hard for this whole, like, I'm cheating thing? And I'm not. And I said, you know what? People who do this, they do it because they have something to hide. And this is when I took her phone. Kirby, she said, you want to go through my phone? All right, let me open it. Now, you know these phones is Face ID and code and all of that. I said, I don't need to do it in front of you. So when I had her phone, she was chasing me for the phone in her vehicle, chasing me. I was driving my Bentley, she was driving her CLA, and she's chasing me through the streets for this phone. We went to somebody who I thought was my friend. We went to her house, and her house is it's on a street. Kirby blocked off the street so that I couldn't go anywhere. But a car came, and she had no choice but to move her car, and I had to move my car too. So I pulled in a driveway. Kirby blocked me in the people's driveway. As I was reversing, she pulled her car up, and my car touched her car. Of course, she's going to exaggerate it and say that I rammed her car. But I want y'all to challenge her. Ask her to see the damage on her car since I rammed her car. Because I'm not going to take my Bentley that I work hard for and ram anybody's car. So she didn't want to open her phone for some strange reason. I spoke to one of my friends. I said, yo, bro, I'm trying to, I think that Kirby has something to hide. I said, she don't want to open the phone for some obvious reason or whatever the case may be. And he said, well, if she don't want to open her phone, you already got your answer. But I had to see. So later that evening, she told me she was going to open her phone, and she kind of tried to gear me up for what I was going to see, because she said, you're not going to see anything like what's in your phone. turned out that she was right, because I seen way more than what was ever in my phone. I opened her phone. Well, she opened it. I was in the theater room downstairs. I was going through her phone, and I went to her pictures first. That was the first place I went. She was upstairs. She was in the guest room. And I was going through the phone, and I'm looking at stuff. And I started to see, it took me a while because I got a lot of screenshots. But I seen conversations with her and people and all of this stuff. Let me just get to it. Now, let me just get to it real quick. These are the things that I started to see in her phone. And no disrespect to any man that was involved in the situation and was dealing with her or whatever the case may be, but I really did not take to social media in this last breakup that we had. I did not want to. I did not mention it. As a matter of fact, I defended Kirby when I was playing music the other day, and somebody came on there and said that she always knew that she was a gold digger. I defended Kirby, and I played a song that Kirby likes. Okay, so this is the things that I saw in Kirby's phone. Somebody. So these are the things that I was seeing. I saw this. I saw this, which is the great famous Nate that's in that video. I saw this. I'm in the parking lot waiting for you. This is November 19th, 2019. Now, if anybody remembers 2019, I mean, was the... Huh? Huh? Let me do my thing. She told me, this. If anybody remembers 2019, that was the year, around this time, that I posted a picture of Kirby with her belly like she was pregnant. I saw this, Otis. December 25th. I saw this. And like I said, no disrespect to nobody who was involved with Kirby while I was with her, but I have to speak my truth. Okay? And this is all of 2019. So you're accusing me of cheating on you in 2020. But this is what you was doing all of 2019. This is all 2019. So when I confronted her about these things, she told me that that is from her friends group chat. She got upset, came upstairs, blessed day, and like I said, this is it. I'm not answering anything. And you can make your speculations, your judgment, you can do whatever you want to do, but this is my protection. God is my protection. Okay? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lay down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of the righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I appreciate y'all time. Y'all stay blessed.